In question, a photo. That way.
Here you go, bounce up, hurry up, bounce up, bounce up, bounce up. Get off the wrist. Here we go, bro. Keep going left. Ready. Fire into it, baby.
Cloudy. Ready?
Wrap it hard. You ain't gonna make a tackle like that. Go the other way. Go the other way. Ready. Up. Let's go. Bounce up. Hurry up. Get off the wrist. Let's go. Here you go. Ready.
And good evening, everyone. It's time for the 2015 football season here on the North Georgia Sports Link. I'm Tim Whitmire and Bo Wilson snapping some photos as we are live from Dawson County High School, Tiger Stadium, and teams can officially start practicing for the 2015 season on August 1st. Well, it's August 1st, just minutes, really seconds into the night here is we're ready for some football, and we hope you are too. We hope you're joining in tonight and listening to this broadcast. We just wanted to kick off the season right here tonight. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight here on our YouTube live channel. We will be broadcasting Dawson County and Lumpkin County football games this season, like we did last year. Walker McCray will be running most of the Lumpkin County games. Bo and I will be stepping in on a couple of those. And, of course, Bo and I will be bringing all the Dawson County games. Lumpkin County will be opening up the scrimmage season. Let's see, next Friday night will be the 8th. Let's see, I guess it'll be the 7th. Get our date straight here. They'll be hosting Cambridge High. We Lumpkin went down there last year. Coach Ty Maxwell will be starting his second season as a Lumpkin County head football coach. And we'll be down there, or up there rather, to cover that scrimmage game. Dawson County, in 2 weeks from tonight, they'll be traveling down to Westminster for their scrimmage game. And then they will close out their scrimmage season a week later over at North Hall and open up here at Dawson County. This will be 5 weeks from tonight. I forgot my date straight. Against Precise Central here at Dawson County High School. That'll be on the 28th. Lumpkin County will be opening their season on the 21st as they host Model up at the reservation. I guess they call it the burial grounds in Dahlonega. So excited about the football season. As you can see behind us here, Dawson County has already started their practice here officially at midnight. Coach Sidney Maxwell, who is a new football coach at Dawson County, will be joining Bo and I later here as we get football practice here underway. You see some of the linebacker drills starting here. The players right here behind us. I'm not sure if you can see some of them going on. The other defensive players here with Coach Lacey down here to my left. You're right here. Offense is down on the other end of the field. They will be actually doing a control scrimmage here tonight. They're actually just in shoulder pads and helmets. As you can see, Dawson County with some new white helmets this year. So I mean, look at Dawson County. The other thing that's new here, I don't know if you can tell by looking at the screen here as I check your shot there. This field looks extremely green, and that is because it is new turf here at Dawson County. They ripped it up the old turf here a few weeks ago and have a great looking field here. Bo and I were talking about that earlier. Some of the coaches were talking about it, and as I reach down here, getting a handful of this stuff. And it's not rubbery like you see on a lot of field turf. So it's a little brown color there. Like a weatherman here picking up snow, but it is a cork substance. It's a new cool, cooling type substance here. So it's not like the rubbery feel that you see on a lot of turf fields. It's a cork is what I was told. It's a lot cooler. They said they've been able to tell a difference here in the early practices, early workouts rather here in the preseason of how much cooler it is. And, you know, it's been some hot days here in North Georgia here. These teams have been doing some conditioning drills and conditioning activities. I think they played last weekend over at Chesapeake in a controlled team camp. So excited to start the football season up here with Dawson County. And Lumpkin County will be doing two-a-days. I think they actually started that today. We will one direction Lumpkin County on Saturday or tomorrow if you're watching this live, and see what's going on with the Indians. Of course, making a state playoff appearance last year under Coach Ty Maxwell's first season as the head coach up there. They lost a close one in Dahlonega being the number 2 seed coming out of the region, lost a close one to Elbert County. Elbert County made it to round 3 in the state playoffs and lost in a close game. I think it was a safety difference in that ball game that Lumpkin County lost. So they've had a good season last year, and they're going to be looking to continue that momentum this year with that fine quarterback they have up there, Matthew. Jack Matthews, he's a really good ball player. And, Lumpkin County, good, exciting program. Dawson County, man, it was just a season of near misses last year for Coach Jeff Lee and the Tigers. And this team is looking to build on that this year. And as you know, Coach Lee departed Dawson County, and he is down at North Haven Bay High School in Panama City Beach. And Dawson County brings in Coach Sid Maxwell. Coach Maxwell, if you've seen our YouTube video on our North Georgia Sports Link feed, before school was out last year, was announced as the head coach. He spent a number of years at Lambert. I think prior to that, he was at Sequoia, a very successful football coach, and we're excited to have him here in Dawson County. And he's looking to bring that momentum and everything that he has built and carried through the other schools here at Dawson County. And a lot of momentum here around this program already. I think, and tonight, let me mention tonight that only the juniors and seniors are able to participate in tonight's practice because I think there's some regulations about freshmen and sophomores can only participate up to midnight, so they can't be out in any type of school activity past midnight. So it is junior and seniors out here tonight practicing in this control scrimmages. You see some more of the players here behind us doing some warm-up drills. I think Coach Lacey has the D-backs warming up here behind us. On the other end of the field is the offense. When they spin the camera down here momentarily and see what's going on the other end of the field. As we're looking at from this position, you can see the stadium here behind us. We're actually looking at the blue moon here, and I guess technically the blue moon is over because we're in August now. The blue moon, of course, is the second full moon in the month, and so it's technically over. So beautiful moon here tonight. Great weather here tonight. It's not like the hot August days that we've been having. It's cooled down here tonight and very comfortable weather. And just feeding ourselves some coffee here tonight, trying to keep ourselves going here. Actually, we have water here in these things tonight, so we're going to have to keep refreshed here. And be bringing Bo Wilson in here. You know, Bo is now our traffic guru. He is over at WDUN now on the morning shift, doing morning traffic, and I think he is about 2 hours short of a 24-hour shift today. So Bo is, I don't know how he's continuing to go. I know I kept him up to about 10:30 last night, so he's working on the short cycle tonight. And we'll get Bo in here in just a minute here on the North Georgia Sports Link. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Check and see how many viewers we got. We've got over a dozen viewers in here already. I think we're going to have some more come in. You just go to the feed there if you want to share it on our North Georgia Sports Link page. On Facebook right now. Take that and share that. Maybe others will go ahead and jump in here. And, Bo, as we said, been running around here taking some pictures and everything around here at Dawson County High School, Tiger State. We'll see if we can get him in here. Give me somebody to talk to instead of me just rambling on. You're probably tired of hearing me already. Also want to encourage anyone who wants to advertise with us this year or be sponsors for our football broadcast. Just reach out to Bo and I. Send us an email at nogasportslink@gmail.com. Also want to encourage everybody to follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and we'll talk about some of those numbers that we have last year. We were really excited to see some of the numbers that were posted on our social media statistics. So we're really excited about that. We just had a great year last year. We ended the season, our broadcast season rather, down the road in Augusta on a snowy, icy night, and a tough game there for the Dawson County Lady Tigers. And speaking of the Lady Tigers, we're waiting to see if there's going to be any news about the situation with the coaches. We know Coach Sweat retired from teaching, and his last day of coaching, or actually teaching on contract, was June 30th. So we're waiting to see if anything is going to be announced. Coach Sweat here in the coming days. We'll, of course, have that for you on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Let's go 5 yards. You go fast, leverage, burn, right?
So, Bo, you about ready to come on in here?
Yeah. Is there a way to merge?
Go to the opposite line.
I don't know what Bo is.
Good, very good.
Stuff here.
Here we go. Hup.
We're actually, this is our
Good, here we
first
go.
broadcast doing live media. Bo, if he loses here, go ahead and close that window out there. We'll go ahead and restart this thing if we get it. So,
Good, quicker.
Well, figure out how to merge some other videos. Yeah, he's been walking around video. We're going to get some of those videos up.
Transition, let's go.
And, so you can hear Coach Lacey there behind us. Look at the defensive drills.
Come on, baby. Good, let's go.
Let's go ahead and I don't know what happened there.
You have no time to do this. You got to open the gate and go now. All right, here we go.
So while Bo is trying to merge some video, I am going to get up and make my way over to the camera, and we're going to pan it down and watch the offense.
Let's go one at a time now. Let's slow it down. Go one at a time, one at a time. One at a time. Feel left.
You can see here at Dawson County High School.
Good, here we go. Next man, if he goes, you got hup.
Teams
Good, here we go.
working all over the field here tonight. Did not matter. Look, there are some fans in the stands tonight coming out on the midnight, August 1st.
Good, very well done, baby.
15. If you're watching this and you're coming on up now, they're going to be doing the control scrimmage from the place here later on tonight, as you see on the east end zone there, Coach Andy and Coach Watson.
Come on, baby.
Coaching some defensive linemen. I think Bo, they're doing interior linemen.
Last one,
Also across the way over there, Coach Keeney.
Good, here we go.
He's also assistant back here to Coach Talley. Coach Lacey there working with the D-backs. And we'll be talking to Coach Maxwell. He is actually on the far end zone. If we can zoom in and get a good focus down there on. Well, that didn't work. Let's back this off. Cut it again. Coach is down on the far end and working with the offensive lineman right now. You see the special teams also working. Actually, that's some receiver activity going on there.
Very good. Make sure it's more 45. Over the top. Okay, come out of 45. Good. All right.
Good 75 fans here tonight.
Go in drill. Let's go in drill. Let's go. Let's go. In drill. Let's go. Get the ball. Come on. In drill.
And no, we are not professional cameramen here. That's the important part. We want to bring you some live action.
Come up the left. Good. Swap arm. Good. Swap my arm. Right. Let's go. Next, well, get the quarterback. Get in line.
I'm trying to merge this in, and I was going to walk across the field.
Good technique. Good technique. Good. Good job. Whoa. Do your thing. Stop. Why are you looking down? Where's the quarterback? I'm here looking down. Come on, use your arm.
We have anybody listening to it?
Good. Come on, hey, you cut, right? When I cut, y'all make rudders. Y'all make it's gonna make it a whole lot faster.
0 viewers.
Are you live on the screen
Come on,
too?
use your arm, baby. Use your arm.
I don't know if it's feeding off.
I don't know if it's let us go on the screen because I've got the screen at the house.
Good. Get the ball. We need the ball. That's 6 points. You can't lose those. Go the other way. Go the other way. Go the other way. Other way.
I'm
going this way now. Got me? All right. Let's get this goes down. All right. I'm throwing myself back in, right? I'm throwing myself back in. Put your arms up. Got me? I've been keeping your arms. Going for it.
Yeah, did you open that?
You want 100 yards.
I've just got a bunch of those mixed in. So,
So thanks for getting in here tonight.
Good, let's go. Nice.
So thanks for everyone getting in tonight. You've been listening.
Nice. Don't back, don't
I
bring
can
it
get that camera and take
Good, don't bring
your phone is already there.
Nice. Nice, very good, Robbie. Yes, sir, baby. I love you, dog. Yep. Use your arms, use your arms, just like your arms, just like your arms.
Oh, can you post it? I posted one earlier. I just posted it.
Everybody got
It's up in there. I mean, at least it's recording. I have it on YouTube. And I got this thing going. Such an old flash that it doesn't respond.
Good work.
It's not been called. Tim and Bo back with you. Got Bo rounded up here. Bo, your 18 starts tonight, I guess, doesn't it?
Yeah, number 18 on the broadcast season.
Yeah. Move your water. It's blocking you there a little bit. So, not sure what type of lighting we got
Is this
here.
our new sponsor?
Yeah, Bulldog Head. There's the new sponsor right there. So, Bo, what do you think about this new field? I was telling the viewers here this new cork stuff we got.
Yeah, that's
It gets in your shoes just like the rubber stuff. But
that's very interesting. This cork that they've added to the field is to keep the field somewhat cool. Yeah, because
it's got some. I guess it has some rubber in it. I guess I don't know. I see some of the rubber, but the cork is a light beige brown. It's
very interesting. It's this whole field is
tastes like chicken. Yeah, I didn't eat that.
now this whole field is brand new, obviously. That aren't up on the news about the high school weight room and field house and the new stadium or the new field turf here at Tiger Stadium.
Looks great.
It's great. One of those things where coaches never have to paint again or cut the grass. So,
well, the other thing, the multi-purpose around this, it's great for football. They'll drain quick. You'll never have the water situation or sloppy fills if you have rain. But I think one of the big advantages, though, for the school system is when you get into the spring sports, soccer won't be playing on dead Bermuda, and they'll have a nice field that they can play on. So some numbers we're going to share. I'm sort of grass guy personally. You know, I like to smell the Bermuda and everything, but I understand the multi-purpose around this, and you know, the money investment. You know, if you're a program like NGSL or wherever, where you can just have one football field, you know, and a full staff to take care of is a little bit different. But most schools, you know, coaches and the boosters having to paint the field, cut the grass, and whatever. But yeah, it's a great multi-purpose field. But the other things that are going on here at Dawson High School, if you remember where the tennis courts were, and when you come to the games, you're just going to see a huge construction area where you used to park up against the near the tennis court. All that's been messed up.
Yeah, look at that new fine arts building up there on top of the old tennis courts, and then they moved the tennis courts over across from the field house. If you're familiar with, you know, the way it's set up here at Dawson County, across from the field house is where the tennis courts are going to be. And of course, you know, it opens up this more room inside the school now for use of whoever else wants to use the old auditorium, because the new auditorium is going to be in the fine arts building. So yeah, a lot of things happening, a lot of construction. You know, talking to Coach Maxwell last week over at Chesapeake at the mini camp they had over there. A great camp for the football team. A great camp for football teams across Northeast Georgia, because there were a lot of teams there. You know, a lot of teams from Hall County, but Fannin County was there. So Lumpy County was also there. You got a chance to see different teams for the first time this year. But Coach Maxwell told me, he said, we hadn't had a chance to have any 7-on-7s or any workout on the field because of the improvements here at the high school. So they somewhat put them a little bit behind. Of course, the workouts, they got the workouts and stuff in, but as far as, you know, actual on-the-field stuff, they're a little behind on that. So this Midnight Madness and team camp or team lock-in that they're calling it is really the first time I think that they have been you know, together this week, you know, as a full unit here on this field. So I don't know if that's going to put them behind start of the season, but I'm sure they've got plenty of time to get everything in. As we know, we got new stuff coming in here with a new coaching staff. Not a full new coaching staff, still have some hangovers from hangovers from the Coach Lee regime, but you know, these guys here, it's a complete staff now, and I think it's the first time that Dawson County has really had a full, complete, paid, hired staff. And that's nothing against the community coaches that are out here, because those are great community coaches. But you know, when you have a full on-staff, paid staff here, it makes a difference, because you look down on the field and now you have 10, 12 coaches instead of 6.
Yeah. Well, you got 10 or 12 coaches. I think the total number is 12, including the community coaches. So, but that's encouraging. You know, I mean, Dawson County is making an investment in football. You know, you and I have been here for years. I mean, I played. There was 3 coaches, right? And there were years prior to that, in the early 70s and late 60s. It was 2 coaches, Coach Shaddix and Coach McKinney. Not Kenny, but Coach McKinney was there for years, and you know, 2 or 3 coaches. So it's good to see Dawson County make an investment. But if you're talking about the holdover from the old coaching staff, pretty much the entire defensive coaching staff is still intact, and so I think that's going to be some continuity Dawson County have, which they had a pretty good defensive squad last year.
Yeah, they had a real good defensive squad. That was probably the highlight of the year for the Tigers last year, was the defensive squad, because if you remember that 0-5 start that we had, it was an 0-5 start of little offense, and then we found some offense against East Hall, of all teams in the region last year. Then Franklin County, we found a lot of offense there. We ended up getting our first win in Franklin County of the season, and you know, from that point on last year, we had a chance to get to the state playoffs. But then take a look at the Fannin County game. What happened with that? We give up that late touchdown with 5 seconds to go. We were leading by a touchdown. They tied it up, and then we come back out. We get the ball with, I say 5 seconds to go. They scored. Yeah, they did score 5 seconds.
Yeah, desperation pass.
So we got the football back, and we decided to try to win it there. And Fannin County picked it off and took it back for a touchdown and won the game like that. So
14-point swing in the closing.
So it's just kind of some of those things. But then if you look down on the roster of last year, you see that team, especially on the offensive side of the ball, was a young team. Coey Watson, a freshman, he was put in there, you know, baptism by fire for him in at the quarterback position when he comes in.
Game one,
and Bucky goes out. Who do we have to step in there? Coey Watson, the freshman, so he steps in and he really drew a whole lot over the season. He adapted to the offense, ran the offense well, and one of the key things that I saw last week about Coey was his arm strength. From last year to this year, and his arm strength and his accuracy has gotten better. He's worked his butt off, I know, in the weight room and with individual instruction. So, Coey is in it. He wants to lead this offense, a brand new offense coming in here from Coach Maxwell's offense. So it's going to be another kind of learning curve, kind of growing pains for the team. But the good thing is the defense is going to be pretty good.
The defense was solid last year. And, we're probably going to over dissect last year, and we're going to finish with that. I mean, we'll probably talk about in the opening game, but with Dawson County last year, they came out and moved the ball against Forsyth Central. Then we're going to take the lead, and just some things fell apart in that game that they were capable of beating. It turned out to be a good Forsyth Central team. Gilmer County, and Forsyth Central will be tough again this year. Gilmer County lost that one here, which we had all of them broadcast. They'll be tough again. And then Heritage had that long road trip, and that was just a game just couldn't get the offense rolling. Had a lead and then give up the lead, and had a chance to win it. And they had a great defensive play at the end, so there's 0-3. And you should have been 1-2 worst case at that point. And then they went into the West Hall game. West Hall was a good program, but they competed well against a good West Hall team. They ended up winning the region. And then you had East Hall, which they were close. They could have won that game. And that was, everybody's expecting the Watson show there, and he did. He opened up a passing attack that we didn't expect out of him. But Dawson County stayed in that game, got some offense, and had a chance to win that game. Bo talked about the Fanning game. Then we think about the Banks County game and that phantom hold call that we continue to complain about.
Which one?
Yeah, which one? That's right. And they there's 1, 2, 3 games right there.
Oh, yeah.
It could have easily been 5-5.
Well, and that's the thing about talking about being 5-5 and some of those instances in those games. The Banks County game. Of course, you and I went over there. We were kind of butthurt about it just because of what happened in that game. You always hate to go into a game that is decided by a official's call. When you go into the game, you have the holding call, brings that touchdown back, and then here it is. You're playing Banks County, a very athletic team, who I think is probably going to be one of the best teams in Region 7 AAA this year, along with East Hall. But regardless, you're playing that team. You got a chance to win that game, and it just doesn't come through. But there again, here we are, and I'm gonna, if we go talk to Ty Maxwell right now at the Munson County, he's gonna play the card too of a young team, because he has a young team.
He's got a quarterback that nobody can stop.
Nobody can stop the quarterback. But the thing about it is, for us, we were young, still decently young. We got sophomores and juniors now for the meat of lineup. But one of the things is just learning, and I think we said it. I don't know if we said it on the air, but my biggest thing was just learning how to win.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest thing this year, is learning how to win, learning how to finish the game. You've got to lead. Go back to Fanning County again. Had to lead. I think we were up 2 touchdowns at one point against Fanning County. Had to lead. You just didn't know how to win at that point.
Well, and we're going to start dissecting the offense here in a minute and talk about some of the players. But you mentioned Coach Ty Maxwell. I have to go Coach Ty and Coach Sid, because we got the Maxwell Smarts going on here in this part of North Georgia. But Coach Maxwell, a solid team there, and he's done some amazing things. And understand they started 2 days today, I believe, and we're going to try to make it up there, get some video time, and we're chatting back and forth with Walker McCrary. We were going to try to Skype him in, but we was having some video challenges here early, and we got the video just in time. Got that feed. It was click the settings button, Tim, and figure that out. So this, the first time out, got this working, and hope you're enjoying this. Had aspirations of having some video mixers here going on, and we just don't go one camera here tonight. And originally it was going to be from the studio tonight, and then we heard about Midnight Madness. Let's just go on the road and kick off the season here. And yes, last week was our brides would get to see us at home. So it started, and that's what we live for, isn't it?
You know, it's exactly what we at least you and I live for.
Yeah.
I mean, we go, of course, Elizabeth making fun of us last time. We were talking about you know, laying down and you couldn't do nothing, and Tim calls, and it's
Football.
You jump up and you get excited. Well, you know, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
This is what we love to do. We've been doing it. Well, you 37, me 18, so it's kind of a fixture of us to be somewhere.
Yeah.
On Friday night.
Well, yeah, it was, Bo and I were chatting on my way home this afternoon from work, and he said, "Yeah, I'm tired. let's not do that Friday night show we had talked about, which we hadn't publicized it much." I said, "Yeah, you're right. I'm pretty tired too. We was working on our streams last night, and then in Midnight Madness, gonna go do it. Bam, let's go talk football and watch football." And it's a great night, man. It's a fire pit night.
It is a fire pit night. It's a great night to have an event like this here at the high school. And you know, I pull up here to the stadium. I only read half the text, so I pulled up the concession stand up there.
Oh, that concession.
And something I want to text you to see where he is. We grabbed the back of the lower concession.
Then you seen the lights in the studio, the mobile studio.
So I pull up behind Tim's truck and I look up and I'm like, I'm up there talking to the coaches, and I look over here at Tim's. The lights were off at the stadium at that point, and I look over at Tim's truck, lighted up over
Yeah, it was Coach Andy, Peanut Gallery, Coach Andy, Coach Lacey, Coach Talley, and Coach Watson.
Yeah, Coach Watson.
Yeah, they all come over and said, "Did you really bring all this stuff out here?" Yeah, we did. We got a few lights out here, and it's I think it's a pretty good mobile studio.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I put some wheels on that ladder, though.
Yeah. We meant to set this up in Dahlonega a little bit next week too. What do you say?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do with that.
We'll figure it, because next Friday night, of course, they will be at home next Friday night doing their first scrimmage, and little action going on here behind us.
Yeah, we might get pegged in the head and then football.
This is not like one of those ESPNs where it looks like they're on the field. Yeah. We're really on the field.
We're really on the field.
We're actually behind the media line here, but. Talking about Coach Maxwell's offense is going to change it up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit different. And from what I have heard and learned about the Dawson County offense, I think it complements the talent we have on this team, though.
Yeah, you know, it's much of an Auburn type offense where you can see a lot of misdirection, a lot of you know, you'll think it's, hey, there's the wing T, or you'll think it's a different type of style of offense, but it's a really fast-paced offense that Coach Maxwell brings in here. And I asked you about it last week, and he's, you know, I've run this offense for 30 years that I've been coaching. He says, you know, we don't do anything different. It's just the offense that we run. So it's going to fit the style well. It's going to fit Coey well at the quarterback position. Of course, we got Go back in here.
Go later.
I think it's really going to help him. And you're also going to look at some of the other guys. Hunter Mitchell's going to be in there.
Logan Harris, the fullback, was really solid also.
Yeah, so it's going to complement the athletes that we have here. And I think, you know, somewhat similar. There's some similarities to what they ran last year with this offense. And last year was more of a kind of a tech offense, I guess you could say, where Auburn's and Tech's offense is somewhat similar. I guess you could probably compare them a little bit. But, you know, it's going to be a good offense to watch. It's going to be a fun offense to watch. You get to see a lot of some passing and some running out of it. So I think, like you said earlier, it's going to fit the talent.
And Brody Chester, he's another element I think he's going to add to the offense. He's a senior, which he's very solid. You might see him injected in there. And then when you look at some of the receivers, you know, you got looking down through here, Glover's in there as receiver. You know, you got Peyton Myers. You'll see him in the backfield some. Nick Murphy, that's the name I was looking for. Nick Murphy, he's seen a lot of touches. And then a new name on the field, I think is going to be key for Dawson. It's real eager to see what Tucker Maxwell is going to be bringing. Number one, he's a senior. That's Coach Maxwell's son. And his talent's baseball. The kid's good in baseball, but I understand he can do some exciting things on the football field, so it's going to be fun to watch Tucker.
Yeah, you're going to see Tucker probably provide the receiver. He's used as a backup quarterback, but Tucker Maxwell is also uncommitted to play baseball, so he's going to come here for his senior coach. Maxwell said last week when I talked to him about Tucker coming in here. He said, I didn't push him, I didn't force him to transfer in from Lambert. It was his decision to come and play his senior season here at Dawson County. So a good addition to the team. A lot of things I've heard about him. He's quick, he's fast, he's catching football. He can throw the football. So, you might see something in there this year where you see a rotation of two quarterbacks in and out, in special situations where you have Cody as the main guy and you have Tucker coming up to run something, just to throw the defense off. So that's just my observation on it, not Coach Maxwell or anybody telling me that. I just kind of believe that if he does have a good arm, if he has played quarterback before, that could be a possibility in the offense.
And then looking over, staring at the roster here, that the kids got the numbers assigned. So just looking at the names that we called out several times last year, defensively, you think of Luke Martin. He's out there. You also have 88 Hunter LeBaron. He had his Boise State shirt on today. We were talking about the blue carpet. And he's a big Boise State fan. He's really come on. Big kid's going to make a big difference. Colby Paget is another one. He's a senior. Had some good reps last year. Talk about some of the down linemen. They're going to be really key. We see Womack down here, Taylor Swafford on here, Jordan Waddell's a junior, Jordan Hanna. He had a lot of good reps last year. And it's good to see a lot of these familiar names. And I think on the line, look at some of the linemen. AJ Maynard, he's a senior, back healthy this year. That's really encouraging there. So some big guys. I think we've got some size up front. And you go to the linebacking crew, looking pretty good also.
Yeah, you look at the linebacking crew. One of the things that for the coaches are turning that defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Last year, him at the defensive back position playing safety at cornerback. He likes to bring the heat, I guess you could call it. He likes to hit hard, but he can also pick a pass off. And he had a few interceptions last year defensively for the Tigers. He's going to be a really big time in that defensive secondary for Dawson, and it'll be fun to watch him go at it. Of course, go lay in at linebacker as well. I'm sure we'll see that. Jake Satterfield also, the senior in there. And that Jake reminds me last year listening to that Franklin County game and Jake Phillips.
Yes.
His season-ending injury with the torn ACL. That just for you, Jake. I'd like to see what he did out the rest of the year, but anyway, that was off sidetrack. But Jake Satterfield in there at the linebackers for too. So, the defense is. I don't think it's really the question mark of the team. I think it's going to be the offense.
Oh, and I'm excited to see what this offense is going to do. It's a new offense, but we tried to run out of it some last year. I think the talent complements, and that's what the focus is. So it's going to be exciting to watch. And so sort of pumped up about that. And but the thing is, as Bo said, that this is the first time this week they've been able, or actually last week in the mini camp, that they've been able to work as a unit here. So they got a lot of catching up to do to get adjusted to the new defense, the new calls, the new cadence that you're going to see from Coach Maxwell and the coordinators that he's brought in here and we'll try to get their names in here. We'll talk to Coach Maxwell a little bit later. He's going to try to get over here and chat with us some, but see what they've got in store for us there. But the offense is going to be exciting. But I think they got 2 games, 2 tough opponents to start out with. It's going to be tough. They got to get their ducks in a row. You might see some mistakes, but he's going to try to work those out. So you'll be able to tell, I think, what this offense can do. Then you've got a Heritage game that should be a winnable game. It was last year. I think the team was disappointed that they didn't get that win. You have those 3 prep games, and then you go right into the tough region opponents with West Hall and East Hall.
Yeah, you kick that region schedule off with at West Hall. West Hall's got 2 of the key players returning this year on that Region 7 AAA championship squad. So East Hall, of course, they're losing. They lost their quarterback Watson. He was a senior, so he's not going to be in that rotation. East Hall's got some flexibility over there. I really believe that Banks County is probably going to be the team that everybody else is reaching for this year. Banks County has been one of those programs that has just haunted us for years. we broadcast games down there. You know, people would say on paper we should win that game by 2 touchdowns, end up getting beat. Remember back when Coach Quinn was here, and you know, Coach Hamby was on the team, and we played Banks County, and we pulled that game out at Tiger Stadium.
Right at the line, right Sandy Wall Street. I remember that.
Yeah, I mean, it was just down to the end, and then a couple of years later, had another decent team go into Banks County, and end up getting beat. So Banks County is just one of those teams.
It's just the chemistry's odd for us, you know.
And so Banks County, I believe, and I could be completely wrong, but I think they're going to be a very athletic team. I think they're probably be up at the top of the region.
But they got to come here.
But they do have to come here, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
And you know,
that's why I know sometimes when they come here, you're talking about some of the Coach Slim days. There's games that we thought we should have blistered Banks County. A bad Banks County team, they come in here and beat us.
Come here and beat us, and that's just the Banks County. You know, the good thing is they are here, so you know, who knows what happens. We've got to beat the field. Maybe that'll be in our favor.
Well, but you know, as the Banks County anti-karma, it seems like we always had a good karma with East Hall against some good East Hall teams who were able to pull out the wins there. And last year, East Hall on paper was a 3-4 touchdown favorite over us last year on paper, and it was a close game. And you know, if they hadn't had
it turned out to be a close game. It did start off.
Yeah, and Dawson County, was very resilient in that game, and it really come down to a running into the punter, which was having a 15-yarder on that, which allowed East Hall to run out the clock in that game, or Dawson could have challenged that. And then the West Hall game last year, everybody thought they was going to blow us out, and it was what, a 13-7 or a very close game there. So,
and that was just part of having a good defense. Yeah. Defense kept us in the game for the most part. It's just when your defense is on the game, you know, double and triple the time your offense is on the game. Obviously, defense is tired, and that's what happened in a lot of those games last year. You look at because especially the 0-5 start. When we started 0-5. The problem was offense. It was not defense, even though the points that we put up, you know, were bigger points, but regardless, your defense on the field triple the time your offense. The defense is tired. The offense is not putting any points on the board. So, if this year we can complement the defense with the offense, then it's going to be a different story. And then you talk about East Hall, that East Hall game, I really believe we come in thinking Washington's going to run the ball, run it, and come in and pass the ball. So, you know, kind of a different game planning, I guess, situation for that. Not really expecting them to really do that.
And you can see behind us here between that two games, the scrimmages down the field.
Maybe we should turn our chairs around and focus on the camera.
Maybe we ought to do that.
So we can see.
So we'll do that. Let's grab your mic back and we'll just
slide on out of the way.
Pull the camera up here. We don't want to give away any signals or anything, but you can see, you know, the offense is running some plays here and doing some passing here. Waiting for me. So Watson's not out here tonight because he's a sophomore. So this is just a Parker crew here out here tonight, though. 10th and 30 can't be out here. Which I don't want to show too much here because of signal calling and everything. Don't give away too much. So. Pretty interesting setup here tonight, though.
Starting this midnight madness drills. Great drills as far as different places set up on the field to go to and work out
Where did the blue moon go?
Green.
Let's watch them. Get that on video. So they're running out of the hole as you see.
I did see a former Tiger on the staff.
Another coach, Coach Waters.
Coach Waters.
Good job.
So, good passing answer.
Zoom into zoom in.
Where is it? Oh, I always put that behind me. Yeah. So,
Do the zoom into zoom breakout.
All you want to know is who's going in, who's going there.
we don't have any commercials. Well, we can make up some commercials. Let's talk about a commercial, bro.
Yeah.
Murder Pharmacy.
That's where it stands, the long lines.
That's down the long lines. That's where I get my meals. Also, don't forget our longtime pregame sponsor.
Fritzy Pharmacy? Long time.
Way long time. At least, yeah.
And he's proud over there.
45 on a Saturday, man. Can you believe that? We're out here talking football at 12:45 in the morning.
Yeah, you know, it's good. I wish I would put the screen up, but the house.
Yeah, we are actually going to have 2 tune-in radio things this year. Those are going to be the Deuce once again on the screen. We had it live audio feed, but we're going to be having the Deuce on TuneIn, and then, of course, the link. Also, we're going to be doing the FM broadcast.
Live FM feed inside the stadium.
I'm really impressed with the crowd that's come out here tonight.
Yeah, a lot of it's, you know, it's the new coach excitement. You know, we've seen it a few times here in Dawsonville. A new coach comes in, brings in, you know, a new attitude, a fresh attitude. The folks are really enjoying seeing the changes here, and just a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I'd say there's probably a good 70 people. I mean, there's cars lined up all the way around the crescent down here, and it's a good-looking crowd. It's like you said, it's the new coach excitement. Good numbers out. What do we hear? 78 players out here at Dawson.
107, I believe.
Oh, total. Oh, okay, wow. And you know what? It is August 1st. Wrapped up in blankets up there too. It's pretty. It's a little bit of a chill tonight. So let's talk about the region, though. I mean, we've been sizing up second year with this region lineup. Everybody, you know, if you talk to people around the area, they're going to say that West Hall is probably the strongest team coming into the region. And East Hall is expected to be up there. People are saying Banks County may be one of the stronger teams too, as you mentioned. So if you talk to anybody, that's whoever's prognosticator around the area. When we talk to some of the other media outlets, they're saying Dawson County, I'm sorry, not Dawson County, West Hall, East Hall, Banks County is who everybody's looking at for those top 3 spots. And then outside of that, they say 4 is up for grabs. Okay, and everybody's saying, you know, Dawson, Lumpkin, Fannin, and Franklin is who, that's who's left. So, you know, whoever wins out between those 4 will probably be going in to a 4th seed. That's what everybody's saying. Now, what happens in reality when they get on a football field, inject some injuries, because last year everybody was expecting Franklin County to be one of the top 2 teams out of this region. And then they had a key injury against Lumpkin County, and then they had the loss against Dawson and ended up having to slip into the 4th seed after Dawson County whipped them, really, up there.
Yeah, that was based on that tiebreaker, wasn't it? Several different things. They ended up getting into that 4th spot. You know, West Hall probably deservedly so, being picked as the preseason #1 out of the region. But, you know, soapbox.
Coach Tony Lott, you're doing a good job of it.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump on the soapbox for a minute here. Who cares about the 430? I mean, I know it's you get the patch on the jacket with the state playoffs, but you know, I still think it should be the top 2 out of the region.
That's what it was for years.
You know, it's good to get more teams in the region because you do have those instances where the number 4 seed does knock off the number 1 seed.
Dawson done it one year.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. First time we went to state, it was try on.
Yeah, it was try on and just give it. You know, you get that opportunity, but you know, no team's going in here thinking, okay, I want the 4th seed, obviously, to start the season. And, you know, when it does come down to it, everybody wants the 4th seed if they're outside of the 4th seed. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, when you talk about West Hall, you talk about East Hall, talk about Base County. You know, I wouldn't necessarily disagree with that pick. I think that there's going to be some dark horses that might end up in the top 2 seeds. I think this team right here might do it.
I was just saying, looking at this team out here, it look good. I like what I'm seeing out here. A lot of like the numbers, a lot of good-looking athletes out here, and I think Coach Maxwell makes it over here with us and get the camera set back up, and we'll chat with him if he makes his way over here, Bo.
How we doing that?
We'll take a quick break here. We'll set the cam back up.
Go to commercial.
Yeah, go to commercial.
Oh, man.
Woo! There we go. Good. How you doing? Hop in here. Okay. Grab a plate over here. We'll set the few and. Bo, you gonna go ahead and.
Oh yeah. Yeah, throw them both.
Oh, George's good. My son's going to George.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. So, everybody else was to South Carolina. So,
Just scrub that.
that's it. Gotcha.
And welcome back, everyone. Here with Coach Sid Maxwell, and you got to meet Coach Maxwell via video on the night we introduced him. But Coach, guess what? Just 2 minutes before 1 o'clock on a Saturday morning, we're out here looking at football. I can't think of any other way to spend the night.
Well, the boys, I think, are enjoying it a whole lot more than I am. You know, trying to stay away, but you're probably used to these guys. It's a lot of these guys putting a lot of stuff in there.
Let's go that way.
Well, as far as weather, you couldn't ask for a better night. I mean, for August 1st, it's a comfortable night. The humidity seems pretty low.
Well, I had a couple of matches like that. I said, you probably would like it, but you know, I'm too old for that.
Well, Bo and I were just talking, you know, we get up early and everything else. Just popping the coffee and everything, trying to stay awake. But I don't know, you get in football field, it's really just going here. So we've been talking about the defense, you know, a pretty solid defense from last year. A lot of returning players there this year. We've been talking about the offense. Everyone's excited to see what the offense for Dawson County is going to look like. And what Bo and I were talking about, I think the offense is really complements the talent that you have here at Dawson County.
Well, you know, you always got to
Your left shoulder, ready. Good. Let's go. Keep going. Let's go.
You're going to have different types of young men, and you got to find your point.
Here we go. Right, here we go. Onto your left, your right shoulder.
A couple tough things, non-regions, which I think is really going to test this team and see what they're made of. It's going to give you an opportunity to make those adjustments before hitting a couple tough teams. You have Heritage, you had a couple tough teams in the region.
Fire out. Back it up, let it fire out. There you go. Ready. Up. Good. Let's go. Well done.
To see where
Let's go. Come on, fat guys. Let's go.
allow them to know, you know, each week we've got to get better, and it's all about trying to get them away.
Well, I mean, that's some great numbers out here, and this is just junior and seniors out here tonight. Talk about the rule around that for freshman, sophomore.
Well, basically we did the locking in the last couple of days.
Right shoulder.
Not only the team, but also the
Good. Let's go. Back it up.
you know, it's really been great for that. And we didn't want to bring everybody out. I tried not to make
Ready. Good. Very well done. Save it. Switch goes to left, shoulder to right. Save it. Ready. Good. Good. Get out of here.
Real excited about the future. We're trying to really get active in kindergarten all the way up to the ninth grade. Everybody doing what we're doing, and everybody really is on board the youth program and middle school program. So I'm really excited about that because that's how you develop from average to good to great.
Here we go. Right shoulder. Going to the left.
Probably the factor that really feeds programs like that.
Ready. Up.
It is.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Rotate.
At home,
Let's go.
Quick
Quick play. I don't care if you're tired. Ready. Up. Good. Let's go. Quick. Over to the left shoulder. To the right. Left shoulder to your right. Let's go. I do not care. Ready. Up.
Good, places to develop the program.
You actually got to get through it.
If you want to play at a higher level, you've got to have the
Good. Here we go.
We're talking about I'm old school. I like the graphics. Boy, this field does look good here. And we're talking. I've been showing this stuff. Talk about this sport and why
Right shoulder going to your left. Right shoulder going to your left. Ready. Up. Nice. Let's go. Get wrong, God. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Right shoulder, left side. Ready. Up.
Love the bird.
Nice job. Well done. Let's go. Go to your left. Go to your right. Your left shoulder. Right to left shoulder. Ready. Up. Nice. Here we go. Same way. Use your left shoulder.
That black.
Ready. Up.
Nice.
Here we go. Go to the right. Go back to the right. Right shoulder. Right shoulder. Up. Nice. Here we go.
Then the Georgia's match, and we've been out in
that's what Coach Henry was telling us earlier. You could feel when you walked out here at night, other games where I went to the rubber field, it felt great here tonight, which may be the reason you don't feel that humidity here tonight also. And it's not an investment for football, it's an investment we were talking about earlier, even soccer, because soccer plays on dead Bermuda and hard earth. Now they have a good field to practice in. So it's a good investment for the whole system.
Yeah, I think in the long run, you really kind of off the grass,
Left shoulder.
do all the painting.
No, excuse me. Right shoulder going to your left. Right shoulder going to your left. Get down, baby.
All the high school
Nathan Turner, you probably know him, a good friend of ours down at North South. He done his one of his piece of paper on the value and feedback of the turf. We're going to publish that here of his findings and why it does make good economic sense. It looks great here. It shows pride in the program too.
It does, man. It's always in first class, and even when you run your shit, you can always depend on line. I kept playing on game time, and if you can make your practice as much as game experience, it's the same as their kids. So they know what the landmarks are, and they know what it's going to do.
Let's show. Straight up.
So I'm going to let you get back to your program here and get that big match coming up here and appreciate you spending time. What's up for the Tigers next few weeks?
Well, we're getting ready for next Friday, and then we'll get on the routine. But we're about 13 days away for our first tournament, and a great sales position. Again, not really. I never worried too much about who we play. I worry more about developing us and making sure our guys know the system and also work to get better and more athletic. And again, like I said, we really, like I said, throughout the year we have I don't have what I call an in-season program. We have a program throughout the year. We really focus hard on making them more and more athletic and fast.
One final question before I let you go. We talked about some of the coaches that everybody's familiar with, some of the names that are returning. Tell us some of the new names here you have on the staff and what they bring here.
Well, we've got Blaine Gilmer coming from Jackson County. Been at Bowery Branch and even at North Fournette. He's coming over. A great spread guy. Just one more. My office coordinator from Nashville is up here with me. He actually is
Dawsonville, living up here. He actually drive the lamps with me, and when this job opened up, he was encouraging me to come up here. So he's my offense coordinator. My defense coordinator also so they're with me the consistently know. And I'm really blessed to have the staff that's here. A great bunch of guys, and they're embracing what we're trying to do. Football looks like we're playing football, which is a lot of difference in and system. And these guys really have embraced it and married to what we're doing. And it's like anything else. It's going to take time to develop. Staff grow together, just like the players growing together, and then hopefully as you look back, that we can get together.
Good. Well, Coach, thanks for spending time with us. Taking out time from a big, busy night here tonight.
Tim, I'm really glad that you took the opportunity to come out here, and I can't say enough about that promotion. Football. You got to get good at this, okay? You got to get good. We back pedal. Open the gate. Okay, soccer terminology.
Opportunity, especially that, like I said, connecting Tigers from all the way down.
You got to open the gate, okay? Do not spin. When you spin, you're in the same spot you spun at. Spin at. When I spin, so you take 2 more steps. I'm still in the same spot. So when I open the
families here.
Right?
Great football, and
I want to step.
Yeah, we're all about it. We're going to be here every game. Coach Turner and I talk. So we're going to be here every home game, every road game. We're going to have a broadcast live on our stream. So we're here with you. And, it's a partnership here. We love being there. And if you're talking about the kids looking up saying, "Hey, that's me." Well, Bo and I are centers. We always playing center here, and we know the alumni are always interested. We want to keep the alumni coming back to us.
Yeah, that's one of the things. I do a thing every year. I this year playing for those who came before you.
You've got to open the gate, okay? Just doing this half foot ain't working, okay? Open the gate. You understand it? What is so hard about that?
And then
she was pushing on me.
Put a product out here.
Open the gate. Okay?
And that's why we always feel here when they win. They won for us. And that's what we enjoy about it. Coach Maxwell, thank you very much.
Do what I tell you.
We'll be seeing you. We're not going to be strangers around here. We'll be seeing you every week.
Fantastic.
Right. That is Coach Sid Maxwell. We'll take a break, and Bo and I will be back with more Midnight Madness on the North Georgia Sports Link.
Please,
thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Give me a break.
There you go.
Open. Good. Over-exaggerate. Open. Good. Here we go. Much better. Much better. Up. Open the gate. Open the gate. Up. Good. Over-exaggerate. Over-exaggerate. Up. Open. Good. Come on. Right. Okay. Leverage. Leverage. Here's what I'm going to do with you now. I'm going to right. Up. Go in. Where you going to go? I'm going to go up. You're going to go.
1:30 in the morning.
Can I go to sleep right here?
I could right now.
I really could. I could probably go to sleep.
It's a comfortable night here in Dawson County. I appreciate Coach Maxwell spending some time with me to chat about the program. He spent a lot of time with us tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, Coach Maxwell, just getting to know him. It's always one of those things as a sports reporter / broadcaster that you really dread breaking in a new coach. And so, we kind of got used to the norm around here. With Coach Lee, got to know him, 12 seasons. So now Coach Maxwell's in the house.
He's the new norm.
He's the new norm here at Dawson. So we just got to break
the norm.
New norm.
The new norm. We use that term. That's almost like reinvention. That's what we're talking about here. Reinvention.
Reinvention, and that's kind of what's happening here. Is this is nothing, and it's the same way with Coach Lee comes to me. It's nothing against the former coaching staff or the former head coach. It's just every new head coach has his plans, it's his offense, it's his defense. So, he's implementing his new plan. Yeah, he's reinventing, but it's just taking what the past coach did and building on top of it and changing things that you think need to be changed. And that's just a norm for a coach to come in and do. Yeah, they're going to change what they do. They're going to change, the way the team operates. Of course, here there's been a lot of changes with the facility, but Coach Maxwell's coming in here,
number 19, 5
facility changes on the inside there, just the practice of it. And I like that because he wants to establish his style, break the old, end with the new, and nothing against the previous staff or anything, but that's what you want when you have a change like that. You want everything to be new and fresh. And just like we saw last year with Coach Maxwell going into Lumpkin County, you had some community excitement from the coaches, all the way to the community and everything. You see that here tonight with some of the crowd that's here behind us on Midnight Madness at Dawson County. And it's going to be exciting for the community, exciting until you get to that first game and see what really happens and everything. But and we still got new going on at Lumpkin. Ty's still building that up there, so it's going to be exciting to continue following them here on the sports link. And it's been a blast.
It has been, Ty. He's got a young team this year, 52 underclassmen. So he's going to have to task him, but he doesn't have to task him.
That's tough.
He is a tough ball player. So we'll go more in depth on Lumpkin County here in the next day or two. But this has been good. I love March Madness, Midnight Madness.
All right, so Bo and I are going to wrap it up. We're going to close down the stream here, and we got some equipment to tear down, whether Bo likes it or not. we got a lot of equipment to tear down. So
can we pull the truck out here?
No, they wouldn't let me. So roll up some extension cords. You got the Christmas lights to get the extension cords.
No,
yeah, that's green. That's green Christmas power there. So thanks for everyone who tuned in tonight, and I'm sure people will probably be taking a look at this on our YouTube channel, which we'll post that out. And actually, they'll probably still go click on it and process it. So I think we're still running, and we're going to wrap this up. For Bo Wilson, I'm Tim Whitmire. Thanks for tuning in to March Madness. Midnight Madness. The Franklin fanning.